How to determine if a narcissistic person truly loves you. This is a question that occupies the thoughts of many individuals who find themselves in a relationship with a narcissistic person. It can be difficult to ascertain whether their love is genuine or not, but there are signs that can help you better understand their feelings. Hello and welcome, peace and blessings be upon you. We welcome you to this new episode and video that addresses the topic of narcissism. If you're interested in our discussions about narcissism, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell to receive all upcoming episodes. Before we begin, it's important to emphasize that we may use male pronouns for the sake of presentation, but the information we provide is not specific to any gender, whether male or female. We are talking about narcissistic traits in a general sense, regardless of whether they pertain to men or women. Now, if you're interested in figuring out whether a narcissistic person truly loves you, you must remember that this love might differ from ordinary love. There could be signals indicating that the narcissist possesses feelings towards you, but these feelings might be more tied to themselves and their own needs, rather than being exclusively directed towards you. It's preferable to be familiar with the concept of love for a narcissist, as we've discussed in previous episodes. Understanding how a narcissist expresses their emotions and their interaction with the concept of love can help you better assess your situation with them. A narcissistic person might be capable of experiencing limited emotions towards others, including love, but they often prioritize their personal interests and self-needs. It's important to be cautious and aware of the possibility of varying levels of interest and feelings in a relationship with a narcissistic individual. The narcissist primarily cares about one thing: the supply they receive from you. This supply includes complying with their wishes and conforming to what they desire. They strive for you to be under their control and to follow what they dictate. You might find yourself giving them attention and praise in the manner they desire, but this could be a significant mistake in the relationship. You should realize that the proper scenario for a relationship doesn't solely revolve around meeting the narcissist's needs. The success of a relationship is based on achieving a healthy balance between both partners. The narcissist expects you to dedicate your entire life to them and to understand them in the way that pleases them, but this can burden your own life significantly. The narcissist exhausts your energy completely and leaves you with nothing. They exploit your time, energy, and emotions to fulfill their demands. The narcissist might feel entitled to all of this from you, and this can have a negative impact on your life. You need to understand that everything you do for the narcissist will never be enough. Even if you provide everything they need in large quantities, they can never be satisfied with it. This reflects the disturbance that narcissists suffer from, as they can't easily be satisfied with privileges and accolades. The narcissist doesn't care about the amount of love, care, and sympathy you show them. They always need more and more. Reminding them of the extent of your love and care is not sufficient, as they believe that everyone exists to serve them and meet their needs. This reflects the arrogance and grandiosity that narcissists hold towards themselves. Therefore, you must preserve your energy and resources to meet your own needs and requirements. Sacrificing your life to achieve what the narcissist wants should not be your course of action. Instead, you should aim for balance in the relationship and respect for your own needs and rights as well. Narcissists lack the ability to adapt to themselves or to present their needs in a balanced manner due to the instability within them. They cannot comprehend the emotions and feelings that are offered to them in the way ordinary people perceive them. What narcissists notice is the unconditional love that comes from you, which you provide without expecting anything in return. They view the care you offer as necessary and anticipated, considering it their right rather than an initiative from you. This is tied to their sense of entitlement. Narcissists always live with a strong sense of entitlement. They believe that any kindness or affection coming from you is their right and should be received without any reciprocation, even if it's just a small gesture of kindness from you. Narcissists always live with a strong sense of entitlement. They believe that any kindness or affection coming from you is their right and should be received without any reciprocation, even if it's just a small gesture of kindness from you. Narcissists expect you to consistently offer all the love, care, and emotions you possess. At the start of the relationship, they put in maximum effort to make you feel like you're in an exceptional relationship and that your life isn't complete without them. They intensify the display of care and love, making you believe you're in a special relationship. But the truth you need to know is that this behavior doesn't genuinely express love. It's a strategy to control you and make you fall victim to their manipulations. The narcissist exploits these situations to fulfill their personal needs. What the narcissist was doing in the relationship was not genuine love. It was a means to obtain the love, attention, and fulfillment of their narcissistic needs. They rely on this behavior due to their sense of entitlement, grandiosity, and also to bolster their self-satisfaction. In healthy relationships, the dynamics are entirely different. These relationships are characterized by appreciating the rights and needs of both partners and fully considering their feelings. There is no blame or demeaning when mistakes occur in the relationship. All of this happens naturally, and the partners respond to each other in the journey of life. However, in a relationship with a narcissistic individual, things are entirely different. The focus is on making you fall in love with them. It matters to them that you become infatuated and fall in love as quickly as possible so they can control and manipulate you. They aim to make you dependent on them and fulfill their needs without needing to ask you. They exploit your love for them to make you responsive to their expectations and desires without resistance. Once the narcissist realizes that you've fallen for them, they believe they completely understand you and know you'll accept their actions, regardless of how arbitrary or excessive they may be. They expect you to live with these behaviors as if they're normal, much like you would deal with the mischievous behavior of a child that improves over time. Once the narcissist realizes that you've fallen for them, they believe they completely understand you and know you'll accept their actions, regardless of how arbitrary or excessive they may be. They expect you to live with these behaviors as if they're normal, much like you would deal with the mischievous behavior of a child that improves over time. When you carefully examine the relationship, you'll find that it appears as a one-sided love affair. The narcissist loves you as long as you meet their needs and do what pleases them. They love you in the way they dictate, and that aligns with their expectations. Narcissists view people, including yourself, as tools or objects they can use when they want, and discard or replace when they don't need them anymore. This approach is not natural for interpersonal communication, but due to their disturbance, narcissists struggle with understanding others' feelings or empathizing in a normal way. The victim of narcissism sometimes finds themselves in a situation where they feel the narcissist loves them, but not in the way they believe. The problem lies in living moments of strong affection with the narcissist and becoming deeply attached. This makes it difficult to believe the truth when the relationship changes and the narcissist starts mistreating them. The victim tries hard to fix the problem and address the reasons behind the fading love, even if it means taking the blame for the situation. In reality, this is exactly what the narcissist wants: for you to be their victim and take responsibility for the failing relationship. You may try to convince yourself during this period, when the narcissist starts diverting your attention to the possibility of difficult circumstances affecting them, to justify their behavior and search for excuses for them. However, you must ultimately come to understand that this person isn't normal and can't communicate with you in a healthy manner. Narcissists consistently use lies and sow doubts in your mind and awareness. Consequently, the illusion they create about themselves serves as motivation for you to become attached and believe that they truly love you. Despite the intense emotions the victim experiences with the narcissist, which initially may seem like legendary love, the truth lies in the fact that this love was not genuine. It was just an illusion and a deception. The narcissist managed to play you and your emotions, succeeding in convincing you of the existence of a real relationship. After engaging in the stage of emotional entanglement, The victim imagines themselves in a fantasy world. When the narcissist makes any mistakes, the victim becomes excessively forgiving and tends to justify their actions based on the love they believe the narcissist feels for them. They might blame themselves if they feel unable to endure these hurtful behaviors. You surely spent a very enjoyable time with this person, and there are shallow and illusory memories associated with them. That relationship was built on a foundation of deceit and manipulation, lacking any real depth. That's why the ending of a relationship of this pattern is inevitable and predictable. It cannot last long and will eventually reach a point of termination. The narcissist cannot engage in a lasting relationship that endures forever. Their primary goal in a relationship is to fulfill their specific needs. They view the relationship almost like a to-do list, seeking to achieve what they require within a short time frame. Consequently, the narcissist exhibits excessive interest and intense affection at the beginning of the relationship, but that's because they know this relationship won't last long. Certainly, when they decide to end the relationship, the narcissist finds themselves in a very good state and feels happy. They are confident that they don't need you, as they have other sources besides you to continuously fulfill their needs. Therefore, don't believe that you are the only one who has experienced this or that you are the sole person going through such a situation. Those who get involved with a narcissist in a relationship will go through similar situations and experiences, feeling the same pain you felt. So don't rush to blame yourself or feel unworthy of a relationship. On the contrary, when the narcissist chose you, it was because of your distinctive qualities that caught their attention and made them engage with you in the relationship. It's acknowledged that this subject is extremely painful and leaves lasting effects on the victim's life. However, it's necessary to understand the relationship we've experienced correctly so that we don't fall into a similar trap in the future. This way, we can pay attention to and escape from harmful narcissistic relationships. I hope you've benefited from this episode, and we'll meet in the next one with a new topic discussing the concept of narcissism. Thank you, and peace be upon you, as well as the mercy of God and His blessings.